When the details of the Holocaust came about, it amplified for us the need for a homeland.
The story was about a Holocaust. 6 million Jews were sacrificed.
It created a hell of an impact. So that's part of the background.
The Jewish homeland had been a long time in preparation.
The United Nations took their decision on the 29th of November 1947, which established a two-state solution, a state for the Jews and a state for the Arabs.
The Arabs didn't accept it.
There were about 650,000 people in Israel, I mean the Jewish population at that point. And we were attacked by 5 Arab countries.
The country of South Africa came up to scratch.
Many of the South Africans, like the Australians and the British, had come out with experience from the Second World War.
We couldn't come directly to Israel. We went to Italy first, and we had to join up with a refugee camp.
And it was in this camp that we saw the remnants of the Jewish population, and we saw the tattoo marks on their arms for the first time, and we heard their stories, and it was terrifying.
As the boat came in, the lights of the Carmel went on, and all these new immigrants from Nazi Europe started to sing Hatikva.
The most terrible moment, the most dramatic, was when the Altalena landed. That's when the whole division between Palmach and Irgun became to a head.
I couldn't make out why Jews were fighting Jews.
It was a very traumatic feeling for us that we're coming, the Jews, and firing on Jews. Jews are sinking their own ship that is coming here.
And we were shouting, boys that came on the boat with me, I said, what are you shooting at me for? I'm on your side. He said, you're shooting. I said, you can't have two armies. Which army are you fighting for?
The Machal were coming in from all over the world, volunteers, and they didn't know how to cope, which units to put us into.
There was no chain of command. Things just appeared and disappeared, and it was like a Wild West comedy.
We changed from boys to men in a matter of 1 or 2 hours.
The odds were against us.
We either win or we die.
If it were not for the overseas Machalniks, there would have been no Air Force.
The Air Force was controlled by South Africans.
Before we had our codes and ciphers in the Air Force, we used Afrikaans.
Without the Air Force, we would never have survived the War of Independence.
The ex-Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin, he made a speech and he said, you came when we needed you most.
Ben-Gurion said that the Machal was really the diaspora's greatest contribution to the survival of Israel.